So I arrived to work like 15 minutes early. This is the rest of the slushie. I made a Red Bull slushie. I made a shorts video on it. I'll have the link in the description. I wanted to talk about how I'm able to make a living and support myself, and how basically I moved out before I was 30. That was my goal. I moved out, I believe I was 27. I started working when I was 15. I was in high school. Nobody would hire. You'd have to be like a minimum 17 back then. And my first job was for the franchise Culver's, which originated in Wisconsin. And they're famous for the frozen custard and the Butterburger. So that was my first job. I started that when I was 15. And then I did that for from 2002 up until 2009. My senior year, we moved, and I worked at another Culver's, and I was there for about 2 years, 2005 to 2007. I ended up quitting, I think, 2 times, because when I got my raise, it was literally a quarter, and me being young back then, I was like arrogant. I was like, that's not worth it. But I think my pride got the best of me, because they said that I would never make manager. So in 2007, I went back to my old Culver's, which was an average 45-minute drive. And I made manager. Sadly, in 2009, our economy went to shit. My state, Illinois, had the highest unemployment rate in the United States. Ended up being unemployed for 2.5 years. Could not find a job. Even tried like applying at McDonald's. I ended up working part-time at Jewel Osco as a bagger. I was living at home, mom and dad. I graduated high school, and I couldn't even like afford to pay my car insurance back then. So my mom said we need to make a life-changing decision. My mom and dad, they basically have been doing warehousing their entire lives. So my mom got me into her company through a temp agency. This is my very first warehouse job. The company was called OHL. And I was on her shift, second shift. And basically my work was manifest. So they would make the orders, and then I would like scan them, make sure that the shipping date, shipping address, and everything matched up. And then I would put them on a pallet, and then I would load one truck. Long story short on that is that after 1 month they canceled second shift. So from there, they had like 4 or 5 different warehouses, and you would just call the temp agency up and be like, hey, I'm available for work, and they'll call you to tell you, you know, what warehouse to go to. So I was in a Sony warehouse where we were doing like phone projects, and I was just putting stickers on phones. I was in a warehouse where I was packaging Red Bull. I was doing putting tags on soap. It wasn't really going anywhere. So I ended up being really interested in the forklift. You know, I saw them driving around, propane, and I'm like, I wonder if I could do that. And I ended up applying for the garden center at Myers, just so I could get forklift certified, and it took half a year to get certified. And I took that as my stepping stone, and I got forklift certified in 2013. And then in 2014, I was working at NFI, and I was a order picker, and I did that for 6.5 months until they told us we're out of a job. After that, I worked at United States Cold Storage for about 8.5 months until they fired me the week before Christmas. I had 3 incidents. I was inexperienced back then. And then in 2015, I got a second chance, and I found Ryder. And I was at Ryder for just under 6 years, from 2015 up until 2020. And I took that experience that I gained from Ryder, and then I ended up working at CJ Logistics. They fired me on my 1-year anniversary. So after that, I was doing Uber Eats for about 2.5 months. And I got so good at it, I was making $100 within 4 to 5 hours. That was my goal. And then I knew my property tax was coming up, which, thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping out with my property tax, because I couldn't afford it back then, and you saved my house. Love you, Mom. And now I've been at my current job, which is Kenco, for a little bit over 2 years. And I'm making just under $30 an hour. That's if I hit the incentive. But yeah, I'm making pretty good money. I have my own house, I have my mortgage, so I've been with this company for about 2 years now. I know I've made videos recently talking about being on the verge of being fired, but they're looking into it. They said it might be a glitch in the system. So I'm gonna be making future videos on how to get into warehousing, what to expect, and maybe you can move out of your parents' basement before 30 like I did. I gotta go to work, I gotta clock in, trying to finish this slushy. But yeah, I'll probably be uploading videos every day. It's helping me with my mental. It's making me feel positive about myself. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. My birthday's coming up. If I could hit 100 subs, that would be awesome. Bye.